How? Welcome to my tiny tube. A Marge from Hail Empath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Being Hailka, I'm always receiving some kind of data. Unless I'm in a meditate state. I've been spending a lot of time in a meditate state last couple days. It's just how the energies are. I'm an energetic sensitive. I'm like, this shit ain't mine, man. All this fear on the 45th parallel. Every time something, it's like spark. One human being making contact with another in a negative or positive way. And the sum total of all those parts are making things really weird right now. But the synchronicities are really freaking cool, man. Monarch butterflies. I think the dogs almost got skunked last night. It was close. Blessed be. Makes for a funny story. Anyway, it didn't happen. But the synchronicities are wild, man. I happened across a show, a little show called United We Stand. It's a new show. It just aired for the first time yesterday. Yesterday it aired for the first time on July 15th, 2020. And I'm like, how are they doing production if California shut down, has been for months and months? And then I see like how the Good Doctor is they're gonna have new episodes start soon, and the Goldbergs, they're having new episodes, and I'm like, how are they doing production? And I was, oh yeah, because some groups got waivers. I want to get me a life waiver that I can just have a card, and I can just go through life and do whatever the fuck I want, because I ain't never hurt nobody, so I should be able to be free to do whatever I want. Could I get a Heyoka pass waiver? I ain't never hurt nobody, you know. I'm of the light. I think light workers should get a bullshit pass. You guys go on and play and do your little scenarios and play your little stories, and I'll just go on trying to raise the vibrational frequency of the planet. But you guys go back and forth about numbers and stats and all that silly stuff. Anyway, so this show, United We Stand, first episode. I'm not going to do too much of this. Well, I don't know. I don't care. Sometimes I read the back page of books just because I want to save myself the time. I'm not a reader. Sometimes I'll read the whole book if the person has like the kind of flow I like or something. Anyway, one of the characters, the little girl turned around, and she had a prolapse rectum, and that's not funny. Of course, nobody getting hurt's funny, and evidently it was related to the storyline of lacking fiber, and mom's being right. Check it out. It's a pretty good show. It has the dude from Mad TV that he was most recently, on Mom, the rich one's character, her boyfriend that's a cop. I always thought he was a good character. I hope he's on the good team. Anyway, he's in it, and then some actress, I don't know who she is. I haven't looked it up on internet database yet. If I like a show, because I'll look up the producer and I'll see where they're from, and I'll look up latitude and longitude and see if we've ever crossed paths. Especially if there's a lot of synchronicities, and this character having a prolapse rectum was awful synchronistic, because when I was, it was right around, it was like within the same year, before or after, I can't remember the time, it was all so blurry because mom had her stroke. I was 15, so I was in high school dealing with my own stuff, and then mom had a stroke. It was hard times for me. So that happened to her. that happened to her. That happened to my mom, and it was like she had gone to the bathroom and and she was like, "You got to take me to the ER," and I was like, "Okay, let's go." And I'm like, "Yep, you have that's what happened." And I guess it's common. I don't know. I mean, it happened to her, but I mean, whenever I tell stories, people just look at you weird if they haven't had the experience, But now it's on a sitcom television. People looked at me like I was, because my mom was in the hospital for a month. Evidently, when it happens when you're a little kid, then it can just relax and fix itself. But mom had to have surgery, and then 5 days after the first surgery, there were lesions, so she had to have a second. She was in the hospital for a month, so that, I mean, it was like she almost died from stroke. Was that, I can't remember if it was before or after, but it's just like I've almost lost my parents so many times that we never really got attached onto each other, kind of thing. So I'm kind of self-taught, so I'm not real good with people in social situations because I've been through such extreme circumstances that when I look at people and how they behave and act towards one another, I question if they are human. I question where's the humanity in that, It's weird, man, the way people talk to each other. And I remember that I've been corrected in life by strangers, and it happened one time. I had said something snarky to my mom, and I was like 16, 17, and we were in Sacramento at the K Street Mall downtown. And I had said something, and this woman, big, beautiful, black goddess, said, "Don't you ever speak to your mother that way, ever again." And you know what? I haven't. Sometimes I get sarcastic and stuff, and sometimes I say like things in matters of fact, and it's curt, but I've never spoken to her that way again, So I learn from strangers, and I hope maybe strangers can learn from me. So just the fact, the synchronicity of that, it was just such a trip because it was right around this time of year. I mean, it was hot. No, it wasn't. I was still in school. But I just think back about all this stuff that I've just witnessed, and I'm just like, man, I'm tired. But you know what? It's important. I listened to a really good talk today on Ozark Mountain on Dolores's Cannon's channel. I freaking learned stuff from some talks I can't power through. I can't. The content, I'm like, nope, this message ain't for me. But the one I listened to earlier today, and it was a talk by a woman, and Sherry Cortland, Ozark Mountain Publishing, called Spiritual Growth and Evolution. And I was just, sometimes you hear talks and it just makes you go, okay, this is why I'm doing this. Yeah, you agree, huh, homie? Birds and crows, and they're all my soul homies, man. I'm never alone. Sometimes I get lonely, but I'm never alone because there's always nature and synchronicities and stuff to remind me that, hey, this is where you were and this is where you are, and look at how far you've come, because all I'm trying to do is try and be an example of not letting my anger win. Because I know so many people that are so fucking pissed, and I have the potential to be so fucking pissed myself, and I just want people to know that you can live a much longer life with the people that you love and care about if you just stop being so fucking pissed. Does that make sense? You gotta let stuff go. I mean, I carry a lot of heat physically, like, I'm hot. So there are days that I literally cannot go out into the public because I know how I am. I know myself enough to know that I ain't gonna keep it peaceful, and the peace needs to be maintained. See, most days I can. Most days I'm cool, but some days I'm just like, no, not today. So it's and it's also supported by the stories. The astrologers are all, it's all time to go within. It's about to be Leo season, so people can leap, you know, have a little bit more freedom to go. But right now it's still just kind of, well, for me, you know. Anyway, it's a good music day. I've been listening to Pandora. I'm like, first two songs I was like, thumbs down. You don't know me. Like you think you know me, Pandora. I don't like the explicit. Nope. Nope. I ain't into the explicit. It's kind of a cue for me. The world's kind of figuring out that they're not really into explicit either, and then they look around at all the explicit. I mean, I could double read into anything and everything I look at, but that's why I watch shows, is because I want to tune out from freaking reading things. You know? Energetic sensitive, we're the new thing. We're the new it. We sense all things. And people, you know, just used to lock us up and burn us, you know, at the stake or whatever. And they, I mean, some of them, I guess, I don't know. I don't think you get to take anybody out. I don't think anybody gets, I think if people got demons and low vibes attachments to them, I think that you can get them to go. You know, I think anything has, I think every situation has a peaceful resolution. You just got to get both sides to see what the resolution is. But is that ever really going to happen? If you can get most of the people to come into terms, and I think, you know, most logical people can put their head around energy and how like attracts like, and good vibes and no vibes and same freak tribes. You know, and how people just mostly want to feel good. Because God, haven't mostly people just felt like I don't know about you, but I felt like shit for too long. You know, I put a lot of effort into trying to feel better. It ain't easy. It is not easy. Especially sometimes when you're just have so much pain just to rise above. I'm surprised Benny hasn't wanted to make his grand entrance yet. Where's Cat? Kitty, kitty, kitty! He's right behind that. Hi! He just likes to hang. This is our hang time, you know. I'm standing out here, grounding, feet in the dirt in the earth, you know. It's been hot. I did, like I said, I got to do my Zen. All in all, it's been a good day. I just have all these ideas and things I want to do, and my body is just like, nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. And because I'm not receiving the energy. I'm not getting the input data to freaking get up and go. So I'm antsy, and they're working on finished. I don't know though. I don't know how they're slow. When I had my roof done in Omaha, when I lived in Benson in Omaha, Nebraska, it was like 2 days. It was quick. Seems like it was quicker than this. I don't know. Time's so weird. People figuring out about their timelines and all that stuff, and how their dreams, you know. He's walking up the ladder. He's gonna walk up the ladder. Nope. He does. I have a ladder in the house that he likes to walk up, a big old-timey wooden ladder. This is a small one. He walks up this one. He'll sit up on top of it. It's like cat playground. So I love eccentric people. When I see people with weird shit in their yard, I'm like, they're doing something for a reason. I love it. Those are the people I want to know. But yeah, I think that's about all I got. I know that there was other stuff I wanted to talk about, but I guess it's not meant to be today. I hope folks are doing well. Another synchronicity, right when I started to set up the live, because it's such a hassle. One day I want to get like a freaking Mac. You can get them for like $300 on Craigslist. An old one, you know, 6-7 years old, $300. Get one of those, and because I'm a lot faster with a mouse on a desktop, and because it's just, I got an old Mac and it's just redundant and stupid, and I could do it a lot faster. But anyway, that is not even kitty kitty. So when I began setting up to do the video, because I gotta take a picture for the thumbnail and whatever, the first song off Pandora, there's a kid that watches sometimes my talks, and he came from Iran, and it was Flock of Seagulls, Iran. So I told him, because when I asked him that a couple weeks ago, I'm like, where are you from again? I thought he was from Iraq. He's like, oh, I'm from Iran. And I was like, cool. And I was like, now every time I listen to Flock of Seagulls, I'll think of you. And that was the first song out of the gate. He's a Libra, too. My same flame's a Libra. My exact opposite. That's what I think a same flame is like your exact opposite. It's like everything that you aren't. But to me, it's fascinating. I mean, you are, because we're all just aspects. We're all everything. But the things that you don't really necessarily recognize in yourself and appreciate, you know? Kind of along the lines when, like, your kids are brats when they go out of other people's houses. You always hear about how they're the most well-behaved people that they've ever seen and stuff like that. Kind of like that. But, you know, life is weird. But it's glorious. It's kind of cool. I used to have a lot harder time with it. I used to struggle and resist. That's where all my anger came from. That's where all my rage came from. It's just wanting so badly to be in a different position in life that I would waste my energy to get in a better position in life. So now I've come more into my balance, and I'm trying to come up with smarter ideas, ways to, and now my degree is going to come in handy, because that's one of the reasons why I went into IT. I'm like, okay, what if something happened, like, because I've always known of these storylines. They've been making up these storylines forever. So, and I've always thought about it. I'm I plan for things like this. I mean, I went into became an age ranger because of learning all of the maintenance principles that are in it. I mean, all of them. Thanks for that education. And then that paid for my college education, where I learned all of my information technology stuff. So now I can, go to people's houses and help them with their computers and whatnot, their technology, since more people are working from home. Because, god damn it, people spend so much money on buying new computers, and mostly all you got to do is go to type in your address bar temp percent and clean out your temp folder, and just the difference that does is just so darn. The things that are so obvious that people just don't know, because it's just, I don't know. But I'm here to help. I'm here to help. And that's the thing, is that when I come help you clean up your stuff, and if you got viruses and stuff, my record is freaking outstanding, because they're puzzles to me. And I even once undid one of those cryptic screen locks where you have to ransom ones. You just gotta get in the registry, know where to go, and just kind of go through the flow. I freaking love a good malicious software puzzle. So some of them is just like, reimage, start over. But that takes a few hours. I mean, I could do that too. It's a hassle. It's a pain in the ass. But I just start stuff and then go do stuff and then check on it and start stuff. Go, drivers, all that. But I can also teach people how to do it too, so they can do it their own stuff. And if they want to help people and their family, I'm here to just teach. I went through a lot to get my education, and I just don't really want to freaking waste all the knowledge of all this stuff that I worked so hard to learn in my life on just myself. And I'll teach you in and outs, and you want to teach you. I'm not a hacker. Nope. It's not to me. Nope. That's bad karma to me. I mean, I've worked at some pretty big companies, and there's hackers that freaking make so much money that just go in and freaking look at your security vulnerabilities, and I'm like, I already see everybody's vulnerabilities. I don't need to know what their tech freaking crap is. I'm so mad at Zillow right now. I made the mistake of trying to set up like a video showing. I made the mistake of doing, and I just got freaking spammed. Like text messages, 7:30. Let's want to do. I'm like, what? Don't talk to me. Is now a good time? Nope. I'm like, damn it. And then I got one this evening. Want to do a video? No. And then I looked up the area code, and he was from down in Southern California. I'm like, lose my number. I'm so mad at myself for knowing that that's what would happen, and I did it. Confounded. I got duped by Zillow and the spam. Like the spam-demic. Like, folks are getting duped by this. You know what, dude? I hope people are just gonna handle things gracefully when they figure out that it's all shit. And all those people that did all this stuff just, you know, kind of gracefully learn their lessons. Like, oh my god, it's all crap, and I made an ass out of myself for toilet paper. And I mean, yeah, I'm not saying that life isn't being lost, but I mean, also more stress is being induced into the natural environment than has ever been that I know. Well, I think it's more stressful in like World War II times and stuff like that, where cities and town, or any time that people are bombing cities. And look at other karma that's being paid. I don't care if all the Navy ships burn down. Quit using them. It's all chess. It's all white man's greedy chess game, and you suck the billions of dollars. Oh, you thinking about maybe another stimulus check? One $1,200 stimulus check in 8 months. Well, frickin' Tiny K Kanye gets, you know, his brand. I wish I had a brand. I do have a brand. I just don't have any government official that recognizes anything that I say is a brand. My whole brand, Straight People Like Rainbows Too, my tag, you know, I got it all. I'm Heyoka, you know, I got it all. I do what they do. People think I'm crazy because I'll only keep 49% for myself, and I'll give the rest of the way because I don't care about money. And people are so busy going, I don't care about money. I'm here to help people, and they just keep creating nonprofits and then buying themselves. No, actually, they're not buying Teslas because evidently registration in Teslas are down like 49%. If it looks like a muskrat, there might be karma attached to that. I got a big nose. I smell smells. That's why cleanliness is important. I get why they say cleanliness is... God, Tegan and Sarah 2 times today. So it's like, that's why I gotta keep things clean, and because when I smell bad smells, that just tells me it's somebody's given up on life. If you can't care enough about yourself to keep the smells away, then we don't need to know each other. I mean, I live under some pretty extreme circumstances, and I still, that ain't, dirty's dirty, and rich people can be dirty too. I mean, it's just a smell. It's a no vibe people think. God, being a sensitive empath, man. People think it's cool and it's cute and stuff. No. It can be. You gotta keep it light, but I freaking meditate. Last 3 days, 2 hours. Broken up 2 different times, not 2 hours straight. I can. I don't got that kind of chunk of time. Like if mom has lunch and the dog just ate a snack, then I can go 2 hours, but that don't usually. But I wanted to today. But meditation, man, that's the way. I think about like all these people that are mad, and I know the opportunists, and I know the reason why in the storylines why some people are doing it. They're doing it to create the angst, Look at how much the government's going to say that it's going to cost to rebuild. All the buildings are going to get a facelift, All the rich people are still getting richer. It ain't no thing. It's also, at the same time, the cracks of society are getting wider, so we got to get more creative on how we can help each other out. That's what, oh, and that's the thing, like my IT services and stuff like that, everything I do, if I give you consulting, like your car's broke and you tell me I can diagnose anything, right? Any way I can help, you just pay me what you think. If you only got $5-10, I understand, I've been there. But you just give me what you think it's worth, and then later, when you make it, when you get out of your slump, when I helped you out, just remember Marge, you know? Just remember me. If I ever helped you out, just remember me. You know? I mean, high vibes are great and stuff, you know, but we all trying to get someplace, you know? And I appreciate the contributions. I get contributions. I get like, thank you for receiving me. Because I'm not good. I'm not good with you know, but I can be good. I can learn to be good. I can learn to live in that vibe, and show people that you don't need that much. You don't need that much. People got too much. They got too much, then they get wasteful, and then there's no spirit in that. And that's about all I got for now. I'm gonna go out with Lauryn Hill in my ear right now. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.